You get to Ghent by train using the Gent-Sint-Pieters station, which was built in 1912 in preparation for the 1913 World Exhibition. In the hall, the ceiling and walls are decorated with paintings. These paintings represent different cities in Belgium, such as Bruges, Ostend, and Ypres. At the front of the building, a characteristic large tower with a clock is also visible. The tower was built crookedly, but it was only noticed in 1975. You walk until you reach the Borut building, founded in 1910 by the Socialists, but in October 1914, the Germans occupied Ghent and reclaimed the building, turning it into a place where officers could eat and rest. Today, it is a popular place among students. From there, you go to the city library. It is a beautiful place, modern and full of books. You feel at home. And after remembering the many times you spent entire nights in the library of your university, you leave to continue walking through the streets of Ghent. The name Ghent comes from the Celtic word Ganda, which means convergence. In this case, it is the convergence of the Lys and Visservaart rivers. This city, located in the Flemish part of Belgium, is full of history, but also of youth. It is a city full of life and culture. You notice it immediately. Despite the non-stop rain, you marvel at its monumental, majestic architecture. You go through the town hall. You look at the 95 meters high city bell tower. You cannot help but think about how Celts occupied these regions, how it became the second largest medieval city in Europe north of the Alps in the 14th century, and how it has always been a rebellious city, fighting against high taxes and for civil rights. Raindrops blur your eyes. You walk aimlessly between buildings full of history, streets that were walked by men of renown and men of insignificance. You wonder which of the two categories you fit into, and if it makes sense to wonder about it when your time in this world is so insignificant. For a time, Ghent belonged to the Habsburg Netherlands, and also to Spain and France. And so, the history of the city, its stages, its beginning and its end, fade over time. Few know its history, and it does not matter. Thus, your story for the visitors in your life matter little. It matters where you are, what you do, and what you can contribute. The history of the region goes far beyond the Middle Ages. During the Stone and Iron Ages, there were already people in Ghent, and during Roman times, people continued to be here. You knew little about this place when you arrived. This is how you like to travel, discovering history as you write yours, seeing the overlaps between the two. In Ghent, Celtic and Latin were replaced by Dutch. Thus, English has replaced your Spanish. Now you think in English and wonder if who you are in English is different from who you are in Spanish. Looking at the castles in Ghent, you go back to the Middle Ages, when the abbeys of St. Peter and St. Bavo were founded in the year 650, and also when the Vikings sacked the city in the years 851 and 879. To imagine that this city progressed to be bigger than Moscow during the 13th century is incredible to you. No wonder St. Bavo's Cathedral and St. Nicholas Church were founded during this time. Walking alone makes you wonder if it would be better to travel accompanied. We all need someone. The right people by your side can help you grow. Just as you can grow more with positive people, cities grow with good relationships with other towns. This happened to Ghent. Thanks to the wool industry, it had good relationships with Scotland and England, and managed to progress rapidly. The city was always rebellious, along with Bruges, which led to two revolts against Maximilian of Austria, the first monarch of the House of Habsburg to rule Flanders during the 15th century. Charles V, the Holy Roman Emperor and the King of Spain, punished the city after the 1539 revolt. Despite being originally from Ghent, Charles forced the nobles of the city to walk barefoot in front of the emperors with a rope around their necks. Since that incident, the people of Ghent have been called Stropendrangers, rope bearers. The 80 Years' War ended Ghent's role as a center of international importance. In 1745, the city was captured by French forces during the War of the Austrian Succession, before being returned to the Austrian Empire under the House of Habsburg following the Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle in 1748, when this part of Flanders came to be known as the Austrian Netherlands until 1815. Even though for many the story does not matter, and they only see the present, history shapes our present. Your history forms your present, and you are what you are because of your history. International wars, growth, friends, sorrows, and achievements. The history that defines Ghent has created its present for the city. Present where you can drink a beer with people enjoying themselves around you, having fun, being free. Your history and that of Ghent converge and coincide in something vital. Past events have shaped you and driven you towards a path. Freedom.